9 o'clock, an alarming arrest at a South Florida K-8 center. A 7-year-old escorted from his school by police after they say he attacked one of his teachers. His family furious about the way he was treated by police.
But those officers say they were forced to put that young boy in handcuffs. 7's Andrew Dimbird is live outside the school with the details for us. Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. The parents of that young boy demanding answers while police defend his detainment. Caught on cell phone video, a 7-year-old child cuffed, accused of attacking his teacher. His mother tearful at this troubling sight.
My heart is broken.
I was in shock.
School police say it started here at Coral Way K-8 Center in Miami Thursday morning. The 7-year-old removed from the cafeteria for playing with his food. According to the report, the 7-year-old then attacked a teacher by punching her repeatedly on her back in the hallway. And once the teacher restrained him, the juvenile continued to fight her with his fists and legs, causing both the teacher and the juvenile to fall to the ground. But it didn't end there. The report states while they were on the ground, he kept attacking, grabbing the teacher by her hair and pulling it before he was eventually restrained and couldn't move. The report goes on to say he was able to calm down on his own and taken to the principal's office, the teacher telling police she wanted to press charges.
So no, he's dangerous to society. What? Say 7 years old? Dangerous to society.
The boy's parents have a problem with what happened next. They say they came to the school to talk to the principal and counselors, agreeing that their son would be suspended for 10 days. But the officer told them she had to arrest the 7-year-old or take him in for a psychiatric evaluation. But his mom says it's not a mental health issue or a problem with aggression.
It's not a psychological problem nor aggressive.
And we've learned this isn't her son's first run-in with an officer. He was accused of kicking a teacher back in November, but it was resolved with the school. The mother says both times psychologists said he was okay. While his parents wait to see what's next, they're demanding answers now because they say the handcuffs crossed the line.
We have to make justice.
School police saying in a statement, quote, "These incidents are rare, but this action was warranted to prevent his erratic and violent behavior from bringing further harm to others or himself. The manner in which he was transported to the receiving facility was done in accordance with standard operating procedures." And an investigation by police is still on.
YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Florida, where we have a badass child. Yes, a badass child. We're gonna keep it real on this channel. Where he's only 7 years old and already done hugged one teacher out. No, he went back and hugged another teacher out. He got 2 stripes upon his belts already. Yes, he does. Now we'll get to the serious part in a second, but let me paint this perfect picture for you, like I'm Tupac, if you will. Now, imagine if you the principal of this school and you got this little badass boy at your damn school and he's running down not only whooping all the bullies' ass on the playground, whooping all the kids' ass, the lunch lady, the janitor, but also now he's taking his frustrations out on the teachers. And that's when you got to put a stop to it, because you can't have your teachers getting their ass whooped. We can replace a janitor, we might can replace a lunch lady or something, but it's hard to replace these damn teachers because a lot of them got to go get certified credentials first. So I understand, you know, where the principal is coming from, and no offense to anyone that's a janitor or a lunch lady, because hell, I was a janitor when I was 15. I was working a summer job. But anyway, I'm gonna read a snippet from this story and I will give my opinion surely as we go. An incident at an elementary school somehow escalated, and a 7-year-old boy was put in handcuffs for the crime of misbehaving with his teacher. Now they did that wrong. He was put in handcuffs for beating his teacher's ass. But they just couldn't headline it like that. You know how it is. Now, in an extremely bizarre incident, a 7-year-old student in Miami, Florida, was handcuffed, arrested, and later taken for a psychiatric evaluation, all without the consent of his parents. They're like, for him to be this damn bad, this fool gotta be crazy, because we let him off the hook the first time, and he come right back up here the very next week and whoop another teacher's ass. Something gotta be wrong with him. Either he has a death wish, or he don't realize he's in Florida. Oh yes, and by the way, because I should have said this at first, this story come out of Florida. It's no surprise to me that it comes out of Florida, because if the kids ain't whooping ass in Florida, they whooping ass in Baltimore, and they whooping ass in Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's your 3 choices right there. You got Baltimore, and you got Texas, and you got Florida. Florida always gonna be in the top 1, 2, or 3. when it comes to these badass kids. You better teach these kids something. Now, his alleged crime, getting into a fight with a teacher. That's what they said. But they should say his crime was beating a teacher ass. Whooping her like she stole something from him. The unnamed first grader from a Miami elementary school was caught on video being taken into custody by police officers following an altercation with his teacher. The parents are naturally upset over the unsatisfactory way the school dealt with the situation. You lucky they come up there and put a hot one in his ass. You lucky that teacher to pick up one of them damn desks or one of them number 2 pencils and stab him right in the neck or something like that. Even though I don't wish that on no little child. But I tell you one thing, if it come to me and a little kid whooping my ass and he on my ass and I can't get him off my ass, hey, ain't no rules in fight. Anything can go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing everything I can. That goes for young, middle age, and old. You know what I'm saying? If you get on my ass and I can't get you off, something gonna get you off. You know what I'm saying? And if nothing else fails, I got to pray. I got to go to the Lord in prayer and ask him to get you off me. Now, the parents say, I feel like my heart is broken. Lamented the boy's mother, m.a.c. Alvarez. And for her to say her heart is broken and her name to be m.a.c. Alvarez, she ought to have mercy on the teachers since your name is m.a.c. Alvarez. And how do you think those teachers feel? He didn't show them no mercy. And this is what happened when you let your kids talk back to you at your house. You tell them to clean your room. Mom, I'm not cleaning my room. The hell with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go outside and play. Billy, have you done your homework yet? Mom, I'll do that homework when I get back. Look, Crystal, you gonna take out the trash today for mama? Mama, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you raise these children up and everything else, because I guarantee you, if you were putting your foot up their ass, they wouldn't be doing none of that mess right there. And if they did, you know what I'm saying, they'll know to tone it down when it gets a little bit too serious. But this is what happened when you let these kids think they run shit. Now, they go on to say, the father says, I was in shock. Such shock. His father, Rolando Fuentes. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds something like a Rolando would say, that he was in shock. How about the teacher was in shock? How about all the other 7-year-olds around there like, he's whooping that teacher ass like my daddy whooped my mama ass. How you think them kids feel having flashbacks up in the school when they go in there trying to learn and stuff? Now, it all started at the Coral Way KA Center when the student was taken away from the school's cafeteria because he was playing with his food. According to the police, the boy repeatedly punched the teacher in the hallway all over a damn tray of food. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, how was he playing with the food? Was he flinging it? Was he not eating it? Did he not like it? Or what? Because you got to be more specific when you say he was playing with the food. Now, after the child was restrained by a school resource officer, he continued fighting with his female teacher using his fists and legs. He wasn't bullshitting, was he? This resulted in the teacher falling down on the ground, but the student continued attacking her and grabbed her by her hair before finally being restrained, according to the official. So he all out in a full tumble with the teacher. Him and the teacher going one-on-one, thriller in Manila, if you will. The rumble in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? Ali versus Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Big George versus Ali, that type of thing. And for this boy to be 7 years old, if he whooping ass like that, you need to put him in a boxing camp, because he's going to be the next heavyweight champion by the time he's 13 years old. That's what they need to do with that boy right there. Send his ass over here to me, and I'll get him right, if you will. He going to either whoop my ass, or like my dad said, or I'm going to whoop your ass. Now, eventually the child calmed down and was taken to the principal's office. So if he calmed down, what was the need for the police? We'll get into that right now. However, instead of being suspended, the teacher called for the child's arrest because she thought he was a danger to society. She thought he was a menace to society, like old dog and Kane himself. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you read that right. A 7-year-old was a danger to society. And she might have a point, because if he's whooping ass like that at 7 years old, imagine who's going to be able to mess with him when he get 15, 16, 17. He's going to be whooping everybody's ass. You know what I'm saying? Debo himself can't even stand up to this little fella right here. Now, she says he's a danger to society, said his father, Rolando Fuentes. I said, what? 7 years old? A danger to society? The teacher said, hell yeah. How you think I got this damn black eye? How you think he pulled his damn earring out my damn ear? Now, Fuentes' son was arrested, even though the parents had already met with the principal and the counselors had agreed their son would be suspended for 10 days, but police said they had to arrest the child or take him for a psychiatric evaluation. 10 days ain't enough. You should suspend his ass for 10 years, because best believe, if he got that much rage in him and stuff and he don't know how to control it yet, 10 days ain't enough time for him to think about what he done. You need to suspend him indefinitely, if you will, because he gonna come back. He gonna skip the teachers. He gonna go whoop the principal ass, if you will. Next, now, according to Alvarez, her son was previously accused of kicking a teacher after being scolded in November, but a psychologist found no mental health issues. He probably don't have a mental health issue. He have an anger issue. He has an anger issue. He has an issue with authority. He has an issue with grown people telling him something that's not his mama or daddy. Because you know what a lot of you all say? Oh yeah, I got to call you out too. I got to say it. I got to say it. You know how you say, you ain't got to respect nobody. They ain't your mama. They ain't your daddy. You see what I'm saying? We done heard that so much coming up. You know, it still rings true to this day. But one thing about it, yes, you do got to respect people, because people will put your ass in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So this little fella, he better be careful. But anyway, so according to Alvarez, the doctor said he does not have a mental disorder. The mom said the parents think their son was being bullied at the school and that he was not strong enough to knock down his teacher. How the hell he was being bullied when he's the bully? He's whooping the teacher ass. The teacher's not whooping his ass. They ain't saying none of the time some kid come up and slap him in the back of his head, because they know what? Not to fuck with Billy. They know not to mess with the badass 7-year-old. We all been like that in school. Like when I was in elementary school, they knew not to fuck with me, because I'm going to get on your ass. Either you going to whoop me or I'm going to whoop you. We done had all kinds of fight out there on the playground. You see what I'm saying? So for them to say that he was being bullied, oh, that's a cop out. It just get worse and worse. Instead of them just saying, yes, I got a badass child. Say it after me, parents. If you know you got some badass kids, it's time to heal right now. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my homie Shampoo up there holding it down over there on the East Coast. Now, it's time to heal. One thing you got to admit, when you're dealing with a drug head or a crackhead or whatever, or people that have substance abuse problems, alcohol or whatever, you have to admit that you're an alcoholic. You have to admit that you're a dope head. Admit that you got a badass child. Admit that little Billy or little Christina won't listen to you. And then the healing can start to proceed. Then you can start to heal. Now, what is even more disturbing is the first grader was detained under the Florida Mental Health Act, the Baker Act, because there's a lot of crazy ass kids in Florida, and I ain't never heard this story before. Where they can detain your damn little child. And then he'll hospitalized without his parents' consent. They gonna dope his ass up, boy. They gonna put about 10 cc's worth of Ritalin up in his ass, and he's gonna be calm for at least 3 years until all that withdrawal get out of him. He got to go through withdrawal. Withdrawal will probably take about 6 months, because they ain't bullshit. Now, he was discharged hours later. Yeah, they done doped his ass up. Now, the parents want answers from the police officers because handcuffing a 7-year-old was way out of line. We have to make justice, said Fuentes. The school has also released a statement. This action was warranted. Listen to the words they say. I always tell you that. This action was warranted to prevent his erratic and violent behavior from bringing further harm to others or himself, said Miami-Dade school principal Ian Moffitt. Sound like old mafia boss. The manner in which he was transported to the receiving facility was done in accordance with standard operating procedure, which means we had his ass handcuffed and we forcefully did what we had to do with him. That's what you call standard operating procedures. It is pertinent to note that many students, especially the younger ones, sometimes get hyper and misbehave with teachers or students around them, which can be attributed to a numerous of reasons. Number one, you're not putting your foot in your ass. You're not telling the ass at home, look, you go up to that school and you embarrass me if you want to, like our parents used to do. You go up there and embarrass me if you want to. I'm going to come up there and I'm going to whoop your ass in front of the kids. They won't let you do that no more. And see, they wondering why we having all this trouble in school now, because you done took the power away from the parents and stuff. Every time we tap our children. True, some of these parents be abusing their kids, killing them. Hell, I do plenty of stories about them. But some of these little bastards need you to put your foot up their ass, if you will. Now, let's keep it real now. You can't have it both ways now. However, a school's job is not to treat them like criminals, but invest in transforming them into well-behaved children and people that would be asset to society, if you will. I don't know why they left that part out. But anyway, let me know what you all think. And I didn't know about this Florida Mental Health Act, Baker Act. Maybe some of you all know that. I ain't never heard it, where they can keep your child no matter how old the child is. It's a 7-year-old. They kept the child, you know what I'm saying, in the hospital without the parents' consent. The parent can do shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we got to experiment on this bastard because this bastard right here must not be from this planet. Must be a AT alien or something. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe. Definitely share the video with your badass nieces and nephews and your cousins or your next door neighbors. Anybody that got bad kids, share it with them and let them know, especially if you live in the state of Florida. Just because your child is young don't mean they can't lock his ass up, him or her. Till next time, y'all stay blessed and keep them kids in line, because I tell you something, either you're going to raise them or they're going to raise you, and your blood pressure at that. I'm out.